So I was watching a video around 3 days ago, and it was from a YouTuber called Chris Langton, something like that. I don't know if I'm butchering his name or anything, but he made an example that really hit me. And he said millions, millions and millions of young men would happily trade their lives with Andrew Tate. I don't care if you like him or not. I don't totally love him, but millions, we can't refuse that millions of young men find this lifestyle very attractive and would gladly trade their lives with his because of all the things he embodies. But you can see some people that are even 10 times richer than Andrew Tate that make 10 times more money than him. But not that many young men would still want to trade their lives with them. And the only reason why is because Andrew Tate is a multifaceted man. He excels or he's very good in multiple endeavors in life. He's not just rich, he's not just financially free, but he's also in very good shape and from different standards pretty attractive, good physique. He's very strong, very good fighter, very good fighter, like world class fighter. He's good at chess. He's good at attracting women, very good at attracting women. He has a plethora of very expensive jewelries and cars, a massive mansion, good social skills. He's very articulate in the way he speaks. So you can see a lifestyle where you're extremely good at one thing, but extremely bad at almost all the rest of the things in your life is not necessarily the best. Like I know I've said in many previous videos, you should know your priority, what's your main focus in life right now, and focus on that, of course. But I'm still not a proponent. I'm not gonna be someone who promotes just pursuing one thing and focusing on one thing and forgetting about all the other things in your life for the rest of your life. No, I'm really about holistic self improvement, about improving every aspect of your life that actually matters to you. So of course I'm trying to become a rich man, or I'm trying to make money and become financially free, of course. But I'm also trying to become like build a good physique, become a better fighter, improve my social skills and flirting skills with girls, and also just improve my social skills in general, being able to talk to people very well, to communicate very well, to be that social butterfly around people. I also want to be a great fighter if I haven't said yet. I want to build an amazing physique. I want to become just modern in general. I want to become a great father in general when I have the chance to become a father at some point. So I don't want to become great at one thing. I don't just want to become super rich, or I don't just want to become super muscular, or I don't just want to become a great fighter and just give up on all the important aspects of my life. Of course, I'm still about the essentialism mindset of the oh yeah, there aren't priorities and there's just one priority. Of course, I'm still about that mindset. And I think it's a very powerful and important one. But at the same time, I do think that we haven't I think we can all agree that we aren't here, or the main goal of self improvement is not to just become rich or just to build muscle. It's more about living the best life possible. Just live a happy, fulfilled life, have an amazing family, but also stay in great shape physically and become very strong at the same time, and also make a lot of money, and also being a super social guy, not being awkward around people and having oozing that confidence. That's more about what it's about. So I think the way you should pursue it, and the mindset I personally have with self improvement, is d- allocate different periods of your life to focus on different aspects, on different parts, on different areas of your life. So first, make sure you know what are the few areas of your life that are actually very important to you and that you actually want to keep improving in for the rest of your life. So for me, it's business, my work, what I'm doing here, relationship, health and fitness. Those are the main ones. So my focus on my self-improvement journey is gonna deviate. It's gonna move around between these three, and maybe some other things are gonna be added into that as I get older. Who knows? But I think three is a pretty good number. And my focus on my self-improvement journey is gonna like move around, switch around between these three throughout the span of my life. So right now I'm focused on business. But it doesn't mean that I'm just like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck about the other two. I'm still pretty much maintaining and still improving the other two. I'm just not, I just know that the priority is really business. So I'm never gonna sacrifice progress I could make in my business for health and fitness or relationship right now. But I'm still pretty much improving them to the extent that I can. I'm improving still fitness. I'm still going to the gym, progressively overloading, and I'm still improving my relationship skills, my social skills. I'm still going outside, trying to talk to people, to random people, improving my social skills, improving the way I talk. I'm still doing those things, but I'm making sure the energy that I put into relationship and health and fitness doesn't like reduce the amount of progress that I could actually make in my business. So I'm putting as much focus as I can in my business, and then the rest that's left I put into the other areas. And my focus is not going to stay on business for the rest of my life. I'm sure there's going to be a quick free periods where I'm going to be more focused on relationship, where I'm going to be more focused on health and fitness. But in general, I do think that the lifestyle of a multifaceted man is way more attractive to me, and it's something that I actually would like to be than living like a man that's, yeah, he's exceptional at one thing. Of course, it's pretty cool. He's exceptional at one thing, but all the other he suffers like he's pretty poor, pretty weak, pretty bad in all the other important areas in his life. He has like he's imagine that really rich man who's out of shape, who's pretty much ugly, who has trash social skills, and maybe if he has a family, he never sees them. Things like that. That's not necessarily a life I strive for. I don't want to be that rich guy who doesn't like who's totally out of shape with like a dad bod. That lifestyle doesn't seem attractive to me at all. Even if it means that I make more money in over the span of my life, I would like to at the same time still be a guy that's in shape, pretty muscular, like in pretty good shape, pretty good at fighting, has great social skills, and is a great man to be around. It's also good at just communicating with women, flirting with them, and just spending time. Good, like he has the skills that are necessary to build a family. Was a great father for his kids. I would rather make less money in my life and but embody those things than make more. But being good at one thing, but being very poor, very weak at all the other things. And of course, you can decide. You decide what you want to do. You decide what lifestyle you prefer. I'm not here to just push my values and my principles onto you. That's at least how I see it. And I'm sure a lot of young men agree that they would like to be that guy that's in shape, but also pretty rich, but also good at relationships, but also very social. That's also very good at flirting in general. I think most guys out there would agree that yeah, it seems a lot more attractive. So like I said, the mindset that I'm going into it, I don't mean so that you should just not have any priority, don't never have a priority and just focus on all those things at the same time and just try to grow them at the same pace in different area in different periods of your life. No, have your priority to first choose which areas are very important to you, 3 to 5, or even 2 to 5 or 2 to 6 areas. Main areas are important to you. I have three: business, like so work, relationship, and health and fitness. I even just made it. I made like a Notion page like a few months ago where I wrote it down, and I wrote down different activities or different things that the main parts of all those different areas in my life. So for work, I put in for now YouTube. For relationship, I put in family and flirting. So being better with girls in general, improving that skill of talking to women. And then for health and fitness, I put in strength training, optimal diet, amazing sleep, and BJJ. So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I would like to try it out at some point in the future. But now, as health and fitness is not my priority, I'm not really gonna. And even now, I can't really afford to get a membership in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym. But in the future, when I can, I would try to. I would like to do it, to try it out at least, and see if I actually like it. So yeah. And then you just find which one is your priority now, which one are you going to focus on for now. And the other areas are not going to be your main focus. You're just going to put the energy you have left after investing the most of your energy into the main thing. You invest the rest of the energy you have left into the other areas. And you'll see that you can still make pretty great progress in the other areas, but it's going to be it's going to be a lot slower than if you just focus on them as well. But if you want to try to focus on all the other areas at the same time, all the areas of your life at the same time, you're gonna see that you're gonna make a very slow, very poor progress in comparison to when you just focus, just allocate most of your energy into one thing at a time, and just like put the leftovers into the other areas of your life, and you just focus on one. And when it feels kind of, yeah, you feel like, oh yeah, that's not this thing. I can focus on something else now. I become pretty good at this thing. I can focus on something else now. You go to another thing, and then you go to another thing, and then you come back to this thing, and then you go to the other, and then you go to the other, and then you come back to this thing. That's, I think, the best way to go about it. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Don't wait for discomfort. Chase it.